Bismillah. I want to start off by greeting our hosts, the Inter-African Committee, Gambia House, and all their partners in Norway here. Of course, I salute the host country through their king, the King of Norway, and I'm a big fan of monarchies. I'm very happy to be in Norway. Beautiful, clean, and green city, Oslo. I love it. It's quite an interesting theme that we are discussing here. Dismantling the patriarchy is actually very scary, if you ask me, because I'm a Muslim. And if you look at the etymology of the word patriarch and the history of the use of the theme patriarch, you cannot miss the forefather of our religion, Islam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, we call it Abraham. And in our Quran we are told, ثم أوحينا إليك أن اتبع ملة إبراهيم حنيفا وما كان من المشركين. So we are asked to follow the patriarch. So if you asking me to talk on dismantling the patriarchy, you're asking for trouble. And if I say Abraham, the father of both the Christians and the Muslims, so it's quite an interesting topic, and I decided to start off by interrogating the platform itself, the theme used. Do we need to dismantle patriarchy? That is the question. We have religions, religious systems, cultural systems that may not be perfect, but I believe generally they served us very well over thousands of years. If they have shortcomings, should we dismantle them, or should we interrogate them and try to understand them better and mitigate their shortcomings rather than doing the proverbial throwing the baby with the bathwater? No system is perfect, and every system is subject to abuse. But platforms and conversations like this, I believe, can help us to become better human beings, better societies, powered by justice and compassion. Because if you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you follow Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who is sent by Allah as what? Rahmatan lil alameen, a mercy and a blessing for all humanity. We talk about Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, who is known as the King of Peace. Who can follow these two beacons of light and oppress people and treat people unjustly? No, you cannot justify it under either Islam or Christianity. So this is where I think the interrogation should start. God made men and women different, but does that mean that the woman is any less than the man? No. If their inclinations in terms of choice, taste, or style is different, does that make them any lesser? No. I think it actually makes the world an even more beautiful place. If you look at Islam, for instance, which sometimes some people use to try to justify their own personal proclivities, you see that that religion, there is no other religion or system that treats women better if we understand it and apply it as it is supposed to be applied, as revealed in the Holy Quran and practiced by the lead head of our religion, the example that Allah asks us to follow, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in whose book you will find a verse so powerful, so threatening to those who oppress the female gender. If you're really a Muslim and you read these verses, you will think twice before you raise your hand against a woman or a girl child. Allah tells us, وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. And this verse is coming at a time when people had female children, they would kill them. And Allah is saying on the day of judgment, one of the first questions that would be asked, among the questions, when the girl child is asked, for what reason was she killed? And this is a very profound message that came like more than 1,400 years ago. And still some people want to oppress women in the guise of religion, not in the name of my religion, in which there is a Surah Ahzab, with a verse where Allah says, إِنَّ الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَالْمُسْلِمَاتِ وَالْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ وَالْقَانِتِينَ وَالْقَانِتَاتِ وَالصَّادِقِينَ وَالصَّادِقَاتِ وَالصَّابِرِينَ وَالصَّابِرَاتِ والخاشعين والخاشئات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائم, up to the end of the ayah. Wherever Allah says something about the male, He would say the same about the female, repeating it. And Allah is not frivolous. It's doing all right. All right, Mahmoud, should I put down your mic and just talk to my audience directly? Or you don't like what I'm saying? See, these men are still here. They don't even want to hear this message. So Allah is saying, the Muslim men and the Muslim women, the believing men and the believing women, the obedient men and the obedient women, the truthful men, the truthful women, the patient, wherever He says men, He says women, to show that you work, you get reward as a man from Allah. As a woman, you do righteousness, you get paid righteousness. One of my favorite commentators once said, "Akoji ning alay couple di ke wala couple di musola, na isa di no di ke wala isa di no di musola, na captain no di ke wala captain no di musola." This is in our Quran. How can you use that book to try to demonize or diminish women? This is our deen, where the desire for a male child, as narrated in Surah Ali Imran, led to the birth of a female child. That was the complaint. She was expecting a male child that could be dedicated to the service of Allah, and got a female. And who is that female? Maryam alayhi salam. And she became one of the greatest human beings. I'm not just saying woman, one of the greatest human beings ever, who gave birth to one of the greatest human beings ever, Isa alayhi salam. You talk of Western civilization, modern civilization, progress of humanity. It's based on the Holy Bible. And you cannot talk about the Bible without Jesus. In Islam we call her Isa ibn Maryam. That's the son of Maryam. So we cannot demonize or diminish women, because we, those of us who bear the blame for it, are nothing without women. I happen to be the last born of my mother, and I have 3 sisters in my family. So I cannot stand demonizing or oppressing women. So the point is to look at our religions and our culture. I had a very good old senior friend of mine, the late Bartrawale, icon of journalism in the Gambia, who once called me into his house and told me, "Modu, sit down here, I'll teach you something, I'll put something into your head." He said, when you talk of our cultures, it's from, of course, the Mandinka tradition. And if I talk about Mandinka, I mean Manding, which was an empire that has wallops Sarakule, you see, even in this, even Hani Sarakule from the Mandin Neno. Alo Mandimu Panku Bahal. Where is my ego, Mr. Sungun? I saw him here. Hello. So he told me in the Manding culture, our women were actually the chancellors of our exchequer. And he started telling me how, if you look at the land tenure system, how the pharaohs are all bequeathed to the women. They own that, have the rights. What happens when your son marries a daughter and she comes in, she gets to get a part of that heritage. And he told me in ancient Manding, wealth was measured in gold and cows. And that gold was all kept by the women. And he said that's why if you look at our Mandinka women of old, they had these loads and loads of gold on their ears. It was not just for decoration. They were the holders, bearers of the treasury. They were the chancellors of the exchequers of Manding. So if you understand Manding and the history of Manding, you will not look down upon women, and you will not disrespect women, and you will not deprive women of holding positions of responsibility in society because it's unjustified. So nkon kata ben nkon kata dane nkon awotolon ne bari kom bota dane ngaje lon ne ba nimma bodula lon tenta dula lon nano. So not ranko kuoli falinga musul la nyanto di la ni sembentu ya mbake la nyadi le nkana somoli ni ka konye ko la di ole mambete ya wala na ka musul la nyanto ti nya hani men ka ko dino e ka wala tamani fo e dino ni faham le bang ka tun do la kun di Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam we musul bunyale ay hormale ay sembentu ya le islamo ke ta islamo to bi كبير آية محمد كان قال صلى الله عليه وسلم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي أمرك مكة ساتي وكنا أجندك ولا لكم وكنا بان أتاتك ولا كتول وكنا بان أتاتا لم سوليا سبولا لا لكن تباكا كنا خديجة زميلوني ومسو ولكتا الإسلام لبرماجي سو إسلام تكلم دينو دميا لنكو ise muso la nyanto taabulu ye muso doya ya de ko ke wala nyanta na bulo sotola atele nyanta pala hani na dino manke wati ngado man di momen fon wala alaji bakara wala alamani man ka farkela journalist ba anana tan ko man ka ko nyeko men ka ko man di ko lan di man di ka ya e bu ka muso sembe ya ko ne ko wonte na parole be to de na salol famari ka manke ko manke nyarandiro damadi e to len na minister of finance e woto murun na yakan ade seneyari nyame niaje batato niaje la kan na tariko membe safare tubabol le ya sape yen na tariko lon ne ba na jalina ral ikana na ya tuje dum yen na yala kulol yibe ya landi nyaato fondin kewol be suutero kelale tamandiro nyanta kala nyame kube puto batato abe larin na musul kan nani jamano kan bi amambo mandi abada tubabu dule ni la ka to lebe ni ko nyaato sainde ka ko women empowerment ba ni la tari ko jibe amambe sanyi tallulu koma e buka som muso e karto fay wolle mo tili ngol diba why wol man killing why well tentul karandila lo. It's a globalized world. We can learn from east and west, but you start at home and then you build on that. In my case, like I said, I'm the last one of my mother. I have sisters who took care of me, contributed to who I am today. In my home, I have, those living with me, 2 sons and a daughter. Latir does the dishes. He cleans the kitchen. Hadija helps occasionally. I have a nephew who was celebrating his own right in the Gambia. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Fulo. He does the dishes when the maid is not there. Sometimes we have a paid maid. I'll get my clothes to Fulo to wash them if I feel that we pay her. But I feel sometimes she's overburdened. I give it to Fulo to wash it, and she does it gladly. So it takes us back to what Musa was saying, that we may need to, start this training at home. We cannot shed our responsibilities and give us to the teachers. They are overburdened also. And the Honorable Minister of Women's Affairs also say some of these quote-unquote patriarchal traditions can be a burden to men also. But I think we need further dialogue also between the two sexes, especially with the wise old ones who saw yesterday and are seeing today. Then we can discuss these things. I think women need support. I think women need help, especially those women who are called educated women. And, sometimes I feel as an educated woman, you've got to be lucky to have the right man to progress, whether you are in academics or as a profession. I've learned a lot about this. And I think it takes a lot of dialogue. I'm lucky to have a very beautiful, smart wife that I call my better brain, and we support each other. I am nothing without her. I'm sure maybe she'll feel the same way like I feel, but I'm very troublesome. But we try to support each other. And sometimes, anytime, I recently saw a smart Gambian woman from Scandinavia rising in her profession. I said, I'll connect her with my wife to mentor her, because you see the fragility sometimes, because no matter how smart or strong you are as a woman or as a man either, and this is true of both sexes, you need the support of your spouse, and you need the support of your family, and you need the support of your society. And men only progressing in education and career does not make us a better society. It's better if both men and women are supported to become better educated, to become better professionals. We have a better society, and our children become better children, and they learn better religious and cultural practices so that we can continue to build a bigger, better, and fairer world between the two sexes. At the SABALLY Leadership Academy, we have a cultural choir where we have all our lead singers are female singers, and among their songs are songs actually to celebrate women, high-achieving women and what they can do in our societies, for our societies. So we don't have to just leave it at the level of conferences and speeches, even our traditional songs. I know Dr. Palasaho in the United States of America, who does research on the traditional issues, brought in a group of Kanchian women, and he was recording and analyzing their songs of how sometimes our women get back to us men for all our excesses. And I thought that was very cool. Women, when they want to get back to you, get ready, man. You will hear them. So maybe next time bring those group of Kanyalan women here, let them wag a finger or so and put us back in our places. And you guys are good at that. Wallahi, I know something about that. But our sisters also and mothers, make life easy for yourselves. And I have a sister in the Gasa, she's a police officer. I used to go to the market for her. I just finished sixth form. One day I was at Albert Market, my auntie saw me. She thought that was so shameful. And I did it gladly. And my sister didn't force me. I go to the market for my wife. I do it every time. But sometimes it's the women, hey, but maybe I and I do it gladly, and I'm very proud of helping my wife. And I think the burdens, the social systems have changed. At first, women were housewives. Now it's almost impossible anywhere to have only one parent working to support a family with this expensive education, insurance, medical, or otherwise. So we need to help each other. So we cannot, I love our traditional systems. I'm not into dismantling patriarchy. I think we can interrogate patriarchy, understand patriarchy better, both from the religious and cultural angle, and infuse more justice and fairness. Because I'm offended by injustice of all types, all forms, or all shapes. The golden rule is do unto others what you would like them to do to you. If you don't want your spouse to treat you badly, don't treat your spouse badly. If not for any other thing, in a marital home, man and woman, you have children to raise. What you do or do not do to or for your wives affects your children. And if you want your children to be happy, make sure that woman is happy, because their first food comes from their breast. So I think there can be win-win situations in terms of gender relations, learning better our culture, ignoring those who abuse both religion and culture, and presenting our culture and our religion as it's supposed to be. I think both are just. I think both are fair. I think both are compassionate. So let us learn Let us learn to love. Let us learn to be fair. Let us learn to uplift each other. In a very cruel world, we all need to be bright rays of light and sweet breezes of love, thunder-loving care, and fairness. I want to thank you all again for having us here with the colleagues, and congratulations to the Inter-African Committee, Gambia House. Congratulations to the government of Norway. And thank you to the government of the Gambia for being represented here ably by distinguished professionals like Honorable Minister of Women's Affairs and my brother, Mr. Kamara, the Director of the Diaspora Department. Thank you.